This week's show, Chino Bonsai Show here in Westminster. So, welcome back. We're at Westminster Mall here in Westminster, and then Chino Hero Club is having a show too. Let me flip the camera around. So they're having a show this weekend. So I'm posting it right now. So I'm gonna get it live in the next couple minutes. But they do have a demo going on right now. Luis is doing a quick demo on his trees. So they do. This is actually in a mall, which is kind of crazy. And Luis is doing a quick demo there. Hey Luis.
Hi, how you doing, Tom?
Good. What time's your show? I'm gonna put this live pretty quick in a couple minutes here.
It's all day from 11 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
And then
5 o'clock is a banquet, and 6 o'clock starts a silent auction and raffle and live auction.
Awesome. And then tomorrow you guys are open too?
Yes.
Time for tomorrow?
Open till 4 o'clock. Start cleaning up at 4 o'clock. Hope to be out of here and back in bed by 11.
Awesome. Thanks, Luis.
All right. Thanks, Tom.
So, quick video of what they have. They do have some trees for sale. So if you're looking for something that's up your alley, some really spectacular tanuki. Really cool tanuki here. And then most of these are tanukis. So a tanuki is using the dead wood of a already existing tree and then grafting a live tree into it. So it's kind of like merging. This is a California Juniper, still there. That's another tanuki. That's another tanuki. But they're not bad. I mean, so let's look at some of the shows. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Wonderful, thank you. Some trees for sale here. If you're looking for some of the trees for sale. Right. Here's a Ben Oki tree. Honor for Ben Oki here. Really cool. Probably grafted onto a tree. Again, a first show in about 15 months, so it's kind of fun. This is from a stone from Tenawaki. Awesome stone. Yeah. Psyche from Frank Goya. Really cool, especially with this kind of walkway path in the middle here. Very reminiscent of what he does. Very stylized, very beautiful. And it's open to the public here, so it's kind of great. This is a John Naka tree, black pine. So it's beautiful, beautiful branching. Awesome work here. Crown's a little dense, but being a historic tree, it's awesome. Of course, for John Naka here, this is just a memory of John Naka. Awesome. Here's a Satsuki Azalea. It is a exposed root. You can see that exposed root right there. Should have just flowers, so flowers have been plucked already and then cut back probably in March. Awesome pot too. Really nice neutral pot. You can see, let me just do a quick turn around here. You can tell it's a really compact show. A lot of good trees. David's over there, he's doing intro, so I won't bother him. Okay. Here's a Shimpaku, right in the aisleway here. Really spectacular movement on this tree. Let me just give it a seconds so you can view it. California Juniper, awesome pot. I mean, really stylizes with the movement of the branch structure or the roughness. This is the roughness of it. Look at that roughness of that bark, and then it kind of mirrors that in that pot work. It's a semi-cascade that looks natural. So this is a natural foliage of the California Juniper. Awesome tree. Awesome, just beautiful. Just beautiful. Jack from the back pine. really large. You can tell black pines are much older just by its barkage. So if you look closely at the barkage, it has that plates or flakes on it. So you can tell this is at least a good 20-30-year-old tree, even maybe older. Okay. So much older. Beautiful.
So in between and how they
So here's a Shimpaku Juniper. It's probably been grafted. Let me see if I can find the graft unit. Really nice, very beautiful deadwood on that. No termite damage. It was pretty amazing. Can't really tell the graft, but it's beautiful. Black pine. Really nice pattage. A little bit yellow, maybe some overwatering or light conditioning issues. You can tell it's kind of yellow on spots, but the needles are very uniform, so good barkage on it. Really tough on black pines. Let me turn around. Here's a Prestrada Juniper. Look at that trunk. You don't see Prestradas with trunks like this. Look at that trunk line. And some people are wondering, you know, it still has wire on it. So most evergreen trees will have some wiring on it during shows. It's perfectly fine. They also usually clean up the live vein, which is this where the cambium is still alive, and they'll usually use some lime sulfur on that trunk to have that really dark contrast with this should be a Sierra Juniper. That's a Sierra Juniper, there it is. Known for like that mint green type of foliage. Canopy is beautiful. You can see that live vein just straight up there. Awesome tree. Carcass. Really unusual. Not something found in Southern California. Mostly in landscaping. Mostly a little straight trunk. This has some really nice movement. Needs to work on some Nabari. Other than that, awesome tree. Really good pattage. Here's a Prestrada Juniper. Again, wiring's fine, especially during a show. Here is a Nerifolia, or a I forgot what the one was, the other name they use it, but this is a willow leaf ficus. Nice trunk. They have a bad rap for girdling. Rootage is not bad at all. Nice strong first branch. Nice canopy, very even canopy. It's awesome. Classic California Juniper with some deadwood. You can see it's been carved. You can see some of the carving tools still used just to mimic some of that movement. Some of the pads have been redone. Awesome. You can see the delineation between the pads, and it looks like really natural. It doesn't look grafted. No, it is grafted. You can see the graft unit right there. So it's been grafted, but the foliage is really scaled correctly for a really large California juniper. Let me turn around here. Let me go back a little bit. Here's a blue Atlas cedar. Blue Atlas cedar, cascade. Awesome little tree. Needs a little work on that apex, but other than that, I think it needs some time to grow. Awesome forest. This is a Cork Bark Elm. I think I know the owner of this tree, but look at that. Look at that corkage. Look how thick these plates are. And it's very different from like Michael Roberts type of trimming where it's overall silhouette. They're looking for that negative space, so you can see those negative spaces in between. You can see those negative spaces in between there. Here's the California Juniper. Some nice deadwood. Nice canopy. Here's some smaller ficuses in the way. That looks like a Benjamina. Really cool. Really even growth. And they used, looks like copper wire. Really fine copper wire on that one. Here's another Willow Ficus. Shohin. It's not Shohin. That's bigger than Shohin, but yeah, nice size. Olives. I have a sweet spot for olives. This is really small. We're talking about 8 inches. Nice flat stump. A lot of work on these things. We kind of see it. We can go under the skirt, check what's going on. Very cool tree. Really large. Really large pomegranate. It's probably David and June's. Really good muscular trunk. This is probably a twisted pomegranate. So it's kind of cool seeing the fruit there. Awesome. Scale it back up.
I can't say. Oh wait, I need
It's
a
really
break
cool.
to go water my tree.
Excuse me. Another California juniper. I think they pull all the stops, all the California junipers on the show. So you can tell the natural, let's look at the scale of the tree first. If you look carefully at the two type of deadwood. So you got a natural deadwood, which is made by nature, which is this really alligator corking area that you can see, versus a strip bark, which is kind of hard to mimic nature. That's why we kind of trying to strip them, but you can tell the difference. I mean, look, it's a very delineation between the two. Awesome. Let me try to get around here. Here is a Shimpaku Juniper, really large, nicely padded.
No, I just come with my husband.
Here's a Shimpaku. It's really tight here. It's kind of hard to do a full view without touching it. So let me. It looks almost like Kishu. Chinese elm. Really not sure if you call that bonsai or pinjing. It has a very abstract beauty to it, so it's not very similar to it. Of course, we got our usual suspects at shows. So you got Abe Farb here, from San Diego. Went a long drive. Abe and I, we went a long way. We were hunting this place for what, 2 hours before it opened.
That's
got
right.
kicked out, so we came back again. So thank you, Abe, for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
Hope you had a great time.
Of course. This is one of the best show I ever seen.
In a mall too. On top of that.
No, the tree is exponential. It's beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you, Abe. Here's a California juniper, which is kind of fun. What they did here is they split the live trunk from the tree itself. So right here is the live vein that's attached to the main trunk, and they split it off at one point to get that canopy to turn, which I think is pretty spectacular. Very ingenious who developed. I know Japanese developed that technique. Whoever did that did a really great job to utilize that tree to the maximum potential. I wish I could stand back. I mean, a good, I don't know, another 6 feet back, but I can't get the full scale. This one is it's a full with a 90-degree twist up and a 90-degree twist to the side. So there's 2 90-degree turns on this tree. And with a full canopy, but this deadwood is just spectacular. Okay, just the scale. It's awesome. Here's another one on the left. Really feminine. Talking about the movement on the tree. Very feminine pot, or not pot, but the tree itself. And I love just the deadwood. I wish it was set back a little further so we can see the full scale. Chinese elm with a dead hollow in the center. I think the California junipers really take the show on this one. Let me stand back this way. I think this is a better view, more the front. So you have this the base and then a twist up the center with a live vein. And they took one of those branches from the back, manipulate to the front, become the new apex, or the only branch it really has on the tree. turn this way. Oh, it's a really big tree. Again, I wish they sit this back a little further in the... So this is a cork bark oak. Really old barkage. Go up this... Cut's probably back there at one point. Beautiful big tree. Wish a little more room. Another large California juniper with a big fan. This is probably when they dug it out. Junipers usually they split off, so this is probably one of those big wings. Let me back up. I wish I would have another room. Really, really compact outside. I wish it showed where it approached, where the live vein shows in the front. It's just really hard to show. Let me see if I can see it too. The live vein's right there. I wish it snuck a little bit of peek of it. If you show it this way, it's kind of eye poking. The deadwood's kind of poking at you. And of course, it's the Korean hornbeam. Nice old trunk. Again, I can't get a full view of it. Really beautiful California juniper. Really a bunjin. Bunjin's like really elegant, or a single branch that really portrays it. More Prestradas. Really, I kind of like that. Here's a Utah juniper. Sit in the corner here. Really, see, these collector trees, they're hard to get the scale with the deadwood features in it. I mean, most trees are really large, but I think when you're collecting, I think it's getting these trees this small, scaled proportionally, I think are tougher than the large ones. That's why you don't see small, like California junipers. Here is a cork bark pine, where I haven't seen these in a while. Oh, that's interesting. So you guys spot what I see. You can see the graft line. So that was the original root mass, and you can see that's the graft between where the cork bark and the root scion kind of merges. Interesting. I mean, it's you don't buy a tree, or you don't develop a tree like that. It just kind of grows. Here's a great Psyche, really big, really nice. Almost like a, Vietnam, almost like one of those, what do you call it? The river scenes. Another cork black pine, awesome. You can see that. And cork bark, they have that, I mean, their barkage is much more plated versus the reticulated type that you see in a regular block pine. Here's a Kishu. It's probably grafted onto a California at one point. Nice to see that live vein coming from the pot. And last final one, this is a giant silverberry. Usually a hedge material that you see, but it's awesome as a tree. Let me go back to the front. So the front still has a lot more trees, a little compact. It's kind of hard. Here's Herb. Look, Herb's trying to do this. It's great. He's trying to take over my job. You want to take over my job? Yes, right? I can retire now.
I can take over your job.
Nice seeing you, Herb. Here's another California juniper. It looks like a male based on the flowers on the branchage. Really interesting technique. So they split that branch down to convert this branch here. So they did a splittage right there if you notice really carefully. Again, here's the Shimpaku with a lot of deadwood features in the center. Really scale and proportion really well. Wish the pot was a little smaller. It kind of takes away from the illusion, but an awesome tree. Here's a large scale California Juniper. Man, it's just collecting something like that. Jeez. My back just hurts by looking at that. Here's a large azalea, the Satsuki Azalea. With a large first branch. I wonder if there's any buds that are set for next year. And you can see, so if you're a Satsuki person, you can see right there the buds for the flowers. You can see the flower buds are going to be set for next year. So this would be a spectacular tree. There's a Shimpaku Juniper, some deadwood. That's Princhamons. Oh, that's interesting. So this is a Princess Persimmon, a female with flowers on it, but they're green and they defoliated. That's kind of interesting. Classic David and June California Juniper. This is, I think, June's with the twist. I think this is the Chino Club's signature tree, or their club tree icon or logo. Beautiful. I mean, it's just iconic. Of course, here's a large California Juniper with a wing with some natural deadwood on the top. Here's another classic David and June tree. Really well scaled proportion with movement, huge movement. I bet these bends, this back bend, so the tree probably originally grew this way and straight up, and they actually put that bend twist into it, and then they restylized that tree in the front. Beautiful. Last tree that I'm gonna talk about before I go to the sales area. I think it's another, oh, this is a Prestrada. Look at that. Well manicured. It takes hours of dedication to do. They're really busy today. Let me see if I can stay in the front. They do have a sales area really quick, an auction. So, and of course, it's open to the public. David, want to talk?
I saw you.
No, thank you.
I saw you.
No, don't worry about it. You want to talk about our show really quick? Just a couple information.
Yes.
So, so we're in the Westminster Mall.
Yes.
We have a demo today at 1:30.
Well, actually, we have the round robin demo going on now.
Okay.
Then 1 p.m. 1 p.m. I'm going to do the other demo.
Awesome. And then you guys have a reception tonight?
We have the reception at 5 o'clock.
Awesome. And then when does the show officially close to the public? So if people want to come down tonight?
Tonight?
Or today? It's like 6 o'clock today, the mall closes?
No, we can come in. The reception is start at 5.
Okay.
After reception, we have the raffle, silent auction, and live auction.
Awesome. And then tomorrow you guys are open too?
Tomorrow, the mall open at 12, but
Okay.
you can come a little bit early. It's 5.
Okay.
Until 4 o'clock. 1 o'clock, we have the main demo.
Okay, 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Yes. Then after that, I'm the one who doing the demo.
Awesome. Thank you, David, for putting your show. It's great to see a show in about 15 months. You know, we totally missed this one. Thank you so much for putting together.
Thank you for coming.
All right, thank you, David.
Yes.
Well, you heard from the master here. And they're also, Luis is doing a demo, a round robin demo in the morning. And of course, upstairs, if you go upstairs really quick, if you're interested in orchids and other trees, they're actually upstairs. They're doing another show for another club. So come down, support them. If you like the video, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.